Welcome back, my dear students. So it's time for us to start putting some generated hashes into our database, right? So some hash passwords. So this function, I was looking into it in the database. Well, not in the database. In the documentation, this is for bcrypt.js, and you can see that it takes the rounds as the first parameter here, and then the seed length and a callback. Okay. So basically saying here this is not supported. But as you can see, the rounds takes a number, and number of rounds to use default is tens. Okay, 10. Now the rounds is, and I found a good explanation here. Rounds are the cost of processing the data. The higher the number, the harder, the slower this would take a automated software to hack onto your application. Okay. Now that's what the rounds are. Now the salt is default is 10, so it's gonna be like a set of for the salt, and I found out the default was 10. I've been looking back and forth into bcrypt and bcrypt.js, but the salt is a string and numbers, so it's a string generated with numbers and words, and the default is 10. So I just wanted to give you some general data in the documentation. That way you don't have to look it up, but it's good to know. Okay, so now that we have our hash password there, we got to use it here by saying, hey, I want to convert that property value into my hash. Okay, that's the first thing. Then we want to use this here because we want to save the data, right? There we go. And we just save the data. Now let's see if, let's go back to our Mongo. I want to delete the users right here, and I could delete it by doing, find the user and remove it if I want to. And there is a function called find and remove, I believe. You can look it up in the documentation in the Mongoose, but I'm just gonna drop the whole thing. There we go. db users.drop. So let's go back here. I'm gonna refresh. I'm gonna try to enter a new user with my email. Password is gonna be 123, 1, 2, and 3. Enter. It says the user was safe. So I'm gonna press up arrow here to find in the Mongo shell. I'm gonna find that new user with a new password. Look at that. Beautiful. So now we are able to hash users. So now once the user gets registered, where do we want to send this person? Well, we can send it to admin, right? Because they are able to log in. But let's just put it here for now. But later on, we need to authenticate this user.